Hello, everyone. As you can tell from that opener, today's topic is all about something that is not so near and dear to our hearts, and that is our closets. Just as you saw in the opener, those closets can definitely become what looks like a crime scene. A lot of times it's not our intentions for our closets to end up looking that way. But guys, let's be honest. Life gets busy, hectic, crazy. And the easiest thing to do is when life is busy, hectic, and crazy is to shut things up behind closed doors so that we can't see them. And if we don't see them, we have a tendency not to pay attention to them. But I have made a promise to myself, and it all actually started with my Christmas decor. After I got through the Christmas season and then I needed to break things down and to store things away, I looked at how much stuff that we had actually accumulated over the course of all these years. And I knew that I could not put back the stuff that I took down. And that's what started me on this path of decluttering and organizing. And because there was such a sense of like freedom, you guys, and release going through that particular process, I decided, okay, I'm going to do the same thing in other areas of my home. And today is the day that I am going to start with decluttering my closet in our bedroom. So before we go deeper into this topic, you guys, I'm Deborah and welcome. On this channel, I bring you healthy recipes, I bring you exercise videos, and I also bring you home videos so that we can create the spaces that we want to live in. And true confession, you guys, and I'm sure I might be saying something that you guys probably are thinking on your inside voice, the voice that, you're not supposed to bring on the outside. And that is, sometimes you guys, we go to people's homes and we think, Lord Jesus, okay, how do they live in this mess, right? Let's be honest. How do they live in this mess, all right? So today, okay, please don't let that be you. Don't let that be the person that you are thinking about when you see that mess, and nor does it have to be. So I wanted to come to you today and just share with you some of the tips and ideas, okay, that I am going to use to tackle my own space. And hopefully it will encourage you, and hopefully it will give you some ideas as well, as far as tackling something that sometimes can be quite overwhelming. Because let's face it, our closets did not start off that way, and they ended up that way over the course of a long period of time. And for me personally, I'm not going to finish this project in one day, okay? I'm going to be completely honest with myself. That's not going to happen, because if I make a promise to myself, okay, that it's not feasible for me and it doesn't fit into the scope of how I think, then that whole process is still going to continue to be overwhelming. So for me, what I need to do is to take the big and break it down into small, manageable parts in order to make it work for me. And because I work out of my home, you guys, I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I'm going to do is I am going to, before I take anything down, I am going to go into my closet and I am going to take out things that I need for the week as far as clothing is concerned. Because again, I'm going to be quite realistic with myself. It's not going to get done in a day. I don't know how many days it's going to take me. My whole goal objective is to get it done in the course of a week. So I'm going to go to this closet. I'm going to take out the things that I need for work for the course of the week, set it aside. And then after that, I'm going to take everything out of that closet. And then I'm going to start my organization project. So you guys, before I start with the taking everything out of my closet, I just want to share with you some of the tools and some of the supplies I'm going to be using to get my closet set up so that I can organize everything in the way that works for me. Okay, guys, so my closet is small, and I have to say, I'm not mad about it. It's what it is, but I can make it work for me. And plus, I'm downsizing, okay? So the more space I have, it might be more of a tendency for me to accumulate more stuff because I have the room for it. And that is not where I am right now in my life. It is all about getting rid of things, decluttering, and just simplifying things. So, again, because this closet is small, then I wanted to do some things to give me more space going up. And my husband and I found a couple of solutions that actually really work without any holes or drilling and hammering and all that stuff. So one of the things that we found, all right, got this from Amazon, absolutely love this, you guys, are these expandable shelves, okay? Again, no screws, no hammering, anything like that is required. And for those of you that live in rental spaces, this would be a perfect solution for you as well because you're not ruining somebody else's walls. So basically what it is it expands in the center, okay? And then what you do is you put it on either side of the wall, and then there are some screws, okay, that tighten it like kind of like a suction cup, and then you've got yourself a nice, sturdy additional shelf. So there's already one up in our closet because we wanted to make sure that this solution actually worked, and it does. So we went ahead and purchased a second one. My husband needs to put this one up, okay? But I just wanted to share this with you because, again, we absolutely love this solution. And another thing that I wanted to do is because I use my shelves to hold my folded items. A lot of times what happens is, okay, especially when you're in a hurry, those nice little stacks that you fold, they get like all disarrayed and unkempt and stuff like that. And I wanted a solution to kind of keep them in place, kind of like a department store, you guys. That's my OCD talking, but kind of like a department store. So once again, I went out to Amazon and I found this solution that works for me. And this one is for the wire rack. So these are these vertical wire shelf dividers. All right. I'll leave the link for them in my description, but we try these out as well. And this is also another perfect solution for us. Let me just show you what it looks like. Okay. So what you do is these little bars right here, it actually just hooks over, okay, the wire rack. And then you take a second one. Let me give you guys a visual since we're here. So you can see, get an idea of what it would look like. Okay, and then you take the second one and you put it like that, as close or as wide as you need it to be to fit your particular storage, needs. And it's sturdy. This is wire, it's really sturdy. And that way, when you fold your items, we put it right here in the center, they stay nice and neat. So those are the tools. So now for the supplies. I want to create some uniformity in my closet. Right now, you guys, if you saw that, you saw those hangers, all different sorts of sizes and shapes. And yeah, I don't need that anymore in my life. So once I take everything out of that closet, everything is coming off of the hangers, and I'm replacing those hangers with these 3 solutions. All right. I've got these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. All right. So this I can use to put, my slacks and my skirts, and it's all vertical, and it is a space saver. Absolutely love these, you guys. Very easy to put together as well. So we have these, and then the hangers. Okay, I've got these felt hangers, and they come in different colors. For my purposes, I decided just to get a gray, and this is what they look like. Matter of fact, I got them from 2 different vendors because when I went back to order some more, they were out of stock. So I ended up getting the second set from a different vendor. And that way, everything, like I said, especially in a small space, you want everything to be as uniform as possible. So that way the eye doesn't see. If you have all different sizes of, hangers and stuff like that, then your eye sees, all this disruption, so to speak, and it looks cluttered. So by having everything uniform as far as these hangers are concerned, that will definitely give everything a sense of flow and cohesion. And that's what these hangers look like. They're felt. Absolutely love these. Everything is, like I said, the same size, uniform. And just imagine all these hanging up in your closet, okay? So this is what I'm going to use to hang my clothes. And then another item that I have are the storage bins. And these storage bins, okay, are going to be used for, right now I have some and I use them for like socks. I use them for scarves. I've got some for hair supplies, just any purpose, okay, that you need these for, to keep things, organized and out of the way. These are absolutely wonderful. And again, with my little color scheme being the gray and white, I got this color. And then you've got the little thing at the bottom to give you some support, just like that. And then these are going to go on the shelf. All right. Now, another thing that I'm going to be using too, because my closet is small, then what I need to be mindful of is that right now, at least, but hey, when I do this decluttering, I may not need to use these space bags. But right now I'm using these space bags because, again, my closet is small. So I have to transition between the seasons. So I've got the spring, summer, and fall, winter. And what I do is I've got space bags to pay for the off-season clothing. And then when the new season comes up, I take them out. I've got a cube in my closet, okay? And that's what I use to also house some of my folded clothing. So what I do is I take the now the off-season stuff out of cubes, put it in the storage bag, and then take the storage bag and put the in-season stuff into the cubes. So, and again, I may not need these, but if you need these, you guys, oh, let me tell you, absolutely love these things. And they've got different sizes, and this happens to be the jumbo size. Okay, and then you take your folded items and then you put them in here. You take the vacuum cleaner hose, you put it there, and you suck their ear out. And I'm serious, you guys, you may have a stack of stuff like this, and when you finish sucking their ear out, I mean, it deflates it to about like this. So that way you can store these in a small closet. You can store these underneath your bed. Perfect storage solution when you are lacking in storage. All right, guys. And the last thing that I want to share with you before we tackle that closet is this over the door shoe organizer. Okay. Now, this is what it was designed for shoes. Okay. These little pockets hold your shoes, but you can use them for so many different things, just as I do. I've got one here in my kitchen. I've got a small pantry, but I use this to house my spices. As you can see, these pockets are clear. So I put my spices in here with the labels facing out so I can, easily grab them. I use them in my bathroom. I've got hair care supplies in there, skincare supplies in them. Just a perfect vertical storage solution. I've got them right now in my closet. I've got things such as scarves, I've got camisoles, I've got belts, things like that. For a matter of fact, I've got one of these in almost every closet in our home because they just work. And when you are lacking in storage, okay, you find something, okay, that is going to work for you. And I promise you, these absolutely work. So I'll also leave the link for these in my description. I've got this design, and then I have another design. It's more of a canvas design. It's not see-through. The pockets are a lot bigger, a lot deeper, and those work beautifully as well. So if you don't need to see the content and you just need something that is actually bigger, okay, then that is an option for you. So you guys, these are all the tools and supplies I'm going to be using in my closet. So before we get started on my closet, if you are enjoying this video and if you're enjoying the content that I am bringing you here, please do remember, you guys, to give this video a like, give it a share, and please do consider subscribing to my channel. I definitely appreciate the support. So you guys, the next time you see me, we'll be upstairs in my closet. All right, everyone, here we are. So what I've already done is I've taken out my clothes for the week. And the next thing that I need to do is to clear everything out. So that way, once everything is out of this closet, then we are going to proceed to put up the shelving and the shelf dividers that I showed you guys earlier. All right, everyone, everything is cleared out. All right, that took about 20 minutes. It actually didn't take long at all. Once I got started, I did stop because you know what, guys, I had to go and I had to prep some chicken and some vegetables for a stir fry. This is real life. This is why I'm saying, okay, to be honest and realistic with yourself as far as, taking on these really, really big projects. If you don't think that you're going to get it done in a day, okay, don't fool yourself into believing you're going to get it done in a day, because it just puts too much pressure on you to do something that you really don't want to do in the first place. So anyway, again, this is a week-long project for me, and the room is cleared out. Feeling really, really good about it. If you notice, okay, there's a couple things that I did in fact leave in here because it's just going to be easier for me to sort with them in place. And then one are these cubes that I mentioned earlier. This is where I keep a lot of my folded stuff that are in season. So because I'm in between seasons right now where I have to take this winter stuff out and then put it in the space bag and then bring out the spring summer stuff and then put it into the cubes, it's going to be a lot easier for me to sort through this stuff while it's in the cube. So that way I can make a determination what I'm going to store away and what I'm going to give away. And then over on this side, you notice a couple of these boxes. They're like cardboard drawers. You guys, when I tell you, not to age myself or anything, but when I tell you that I've had these things for many, 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 many moons, but that just goes to show just how sturdy things were made at one point. I purchased these like so many years ago because I'm not one that like to have a lot of dressers and stuff in my bedroom. I'd rather keep it in the closet. And when I came across these, okay, these actually fit my needs at the time. And as I moved and as the years went on, I kept them because they still work. So they are going to remain here until I come up with another solution as far as getting something to hold some of these the folded items that I have in here. But right now, you know what? I'm perfectly content with that. And then the other thing is this over the door, shoe holders that I told you about before that I keep like belts and socks and camis and stuff like that in here. This is going to be a lot easier if I keep this in place and sort these things right here. But other than that, you guys, the next thing that we're going to do is, I don't know if, yeah, you can see it. This is one of the shelves that I was telling you about that requires no drilling, no holes, no hammering. And we put this up before, and that's how we made a determination that it actually works. And we went ahead and ordered the other one. So my husband is going to put up the second shelf. He's going to put up the shelf dividers. And you guys, I got a lot of sorting and refolding and rehanging that I need to do. So again, today is a wrap. I'm not doing any more today because I have such a sense of accomplishment. But once again, throughout the week, I'm going to go through those stacks and stacks and stacks of clothes and bins and stuff like that and just start getting everything back in place. So you guys, I'll see you soon. Okay, everyone, just one last thing before I go. I'm headed down to the kitchen to put together that chicken stir fry. So if you're interested in learning how to put together quick, easy, delicious stir fry that you can easily do in the evening after work, or you can use it for a meal prep, then I will leave a link in my description. But then today I am making a chicken stir fry with peppers and onions, you guys. So if you're interested in learning how to put that together, let me know by leaving in the link, and I will be more than happy to film that for you guys as well. So until I see you again, continue to make it a great day. Hello, everyone. It is midweek after work. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and give you an update as far as my progress is concerned before I continue on with the rest of my evening. So right now I am standing in what I am calling the situation room. No, actually, this is one of the bedrooms that I'm using as the staging room that has all the contents of my closet. And again, I did exactly as I said I was going to do every night after work. I did a little bit more as far as the decluttering is concerned. So I wanted to, again, hop on here real quick and show you the progress that I have made. So the first thing that I'm going to be showing you is the pile of clothing that I have on this bed. And these are all the things, you guys, okay, that I took out of the closet that will not be going back into the closet. And here it is. Okay, these are all the clothes, you guys, and it is a ton of clothes. And forgive me for the instability, okay, of this little gadget that I'm holding. Again, I'm home from work and I just did not feel like setting up everything, tripod, all that good stuff. So yeah, you guys, I mean, it's deep. It is really, really deep, and a lot of good quality clothes, because again, I would not give away anything unless it is utmost quality, because I definitely want to bless other people with this. But this is it. So what I need to do is I'm going to fold it all neatly and put it into bags or boxes, whatever it is that we're going to use to cart this stuff off to some charity that we decide to give it to. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you is the things that I'm going to keep. And what I've done is I have rehung everything just as I said, with my nice new little hangers here so that everything is uniform. And out of all that stuff, you guys, these are extra hangers here, okay, that I'm thinking I'm going to keep in this closet, for visitors and stuff like that. So they'll have something to hang their clothes with. But this is everything here that I have rehung. As you can see, these are some of my new clothes hanging solutions, which I absolutely love. And as you can see here, these are my nice new uniform hangers here. So everything has been rehung and ready to go off to my closet. So I'm loving the way that this looks. And as you can see, you guys, a lot less is going back into the closet. However, I will say this, I still have a lot to do because I've got some bins down here that I still have got to go through. I've got some more over here that I've got to go through, sort some things. But then these are the storage bags. Remember I told you that in between seasons, I take the things that I'm not using and I fold them, put them in these storage bags. So this is what is down here. And a lot of these things are like lingerie types of things. And a lot of these things here are my spring and summer, which I've got to go through and sort through them, make a determination, what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to gift to somebody else. And yeah, I got another big bag over here. So yeah, you guys, that is where I am at this point. Let me just switch it back to me. So as I said, I am home from work. I'm going to get in the shower, wash this day off this body, get myself refreshed, get something to eat, and I'm going to come back in here and tackle some more. So you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you soon. Okay, you guys, behind this door is a decluttered and organized closet. Oh my gosh. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, you guys. Any of you out there that have decluttered and organized a closet, a cabinet, a home, you know exactly the exhilaration that I'm feeling right about now, because that was a job. But again, as I said at the beginning, you make realistic goals for yourself, something that you know that you will be able to do in whatever the specified time period that you give yourself. I knew I could not get this thing done in a day. I gave myself a week. A week is what it took. I was relaxed. I was focused, and every time I reached a milestone, it was celebration time. But today, you guys, it is really celebration time. So without further ado, not to keep you guys waiting any longer, this is my closet. All right, you guys, I absolutely love the results of this. Oh my gosh, there's room for everything. Yeah, there's no more clutter. When I come in, I can quickly identify what it is that I'm looking for, reach out and touch it without having to, scrunch stuff together in order to find it. Yeah, you guys. And not only that, is I've got lots of room for more things, okay? Because of me going through this whole process. And some of the highlights, once again, as I start this video, some of the highlights is this shelving. Okay, again, it requires no drilling, no hammering, no holes. So that's one of the things that allow me to go up. And as you can see, I've still got plenty of room. I've also got one on the side as well. Now, these storage bins, okay, I've got these, and I've got my slippers and socks and stockings, hat and scarves, stuff like that. And of course, if I want to put other things in there, I can pull them up, I'll roll them up and put those in there as well. And then these shelf dividers, I don't have any here yet, because I don't need them at this point, but I do have some off to the side. But these little shelf dividers, so that way I can put two together and I can stack everything so it stays in place, nice and neat and organized, just the way I like things. What else is a highlight? Oh, of course, all the hangers. The hangers are all uniform in size and color. And then, of course, I've got little hanging things here where I can put multiple things up here, just like that. You see it? All right. I'm feeling it too. Okay. All right. And then, of course, the other thing, my little space bags, things that are not in season. Put them in the space bag with lift, you guys. Space bag, suck out the air. This is heavy. Suck out that air, you guys, and this will either fit in this closet or under the bed because it pulls out this thin. See that? Yes. Okay. Love that as well. So yeah, you guys. Oh, another thing that I did too, I've got my purses in here because before I had them off in an armoire that was downstairs, and I was able to get those in here. So these are my in-season purses. The other ones are still downstairs in the armoire, which, by the way, you guys, that is going to be part 2 of my decluttering and organizing. I'm going to do, matter of fact, I've got some belts here. I got some belts here and some scarves here. And also some of these things are not actually belts. Some of these things here are actually straps for my purses. So I've got to still go through this. I just ran out of time. I want to get this video finished, but I have to go through this, sort this, keep what I want to keep, throw what I want to toss, that type of thing. But yeah, I've got this that I need to go through as well. So anyway, getting back to, I lost track, getting back to what I was going to say. I still need to go through the armoire, and because that's where I keep the purses, so I need to go through that, make a determination what I'm going to gift and what I'm going to toss, what I'm going to keep. And then there was something else that I said I want. Oh, and I still have a couple of containers underneath the bed. Doesn't have a lot of stuff, but still, okay, I need to touch it, reach out and touch it, and I will be doing that. So I still have that I have to take care of as well. But for the most part, you guys, this project is a success. It's done. I can move on to the next. And another thing is, in the process of going through this, I did in fact make another video. So be on the lookout for that. Because sometimes in life we start on this path of a goal, objective, a destination, and in the process, we learn some things that we were not expecting to learn. So be on the lookout for that video, because that will be coming up real soon as well. So you guys, tell me how you feel about it. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think, okay, about my little closet project. And another thing I'm going to tell you too, okay, I did this on a cheap. It cost me maybe about little things that I bought. It cost me maybe about $100. To get this organization. Of course, you can do some professional kits and stuff like that. I was not about, to do that with the economy being what it is, right? But I knew that I could achieve what I had in my mind's eye for the cheap, and I did exactly that. So again, you guys, please do let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Let me know if my little video here helped you, gave you some tips so that you can embark upon your own decluttering and organization project as well. You guys, you know what I always say? It is a great day, okay? It's a real great day for me because this project is finished. And you continue to make it your own kind of special. And remember, you guys, I bring you home videos that we can create the spaces that we want to live in, healthier recipes, okay? And then also some workout videos. So please do tune into those as well. And until we meet again, you guys, again, make it a great day. And thanks so much for joining me here. And I'll see you soon.